dictionary says he's the 11th son of Jacob. Down the ages, novelists and painters have dwelt in the romantic story of Joseph and the Israelites. He came from Canaan, who became the most powerful man of the court of the Egyptian pharaohs. Now, the second of the 5 books of Moses deals with the exodus of the Israelites from Egypt and with events which befell them during their long journey through the Sinai desert. This story is continued in the next 2 books. It begins with the enumeration of the sons of Jacob, hence its Hebrew title, Shemot. The Israelites multiply rapidly and formed an increasing large proportion of total population. This startling growth of a foreign nation within the country eventually aroused the fears of the reigning pharaoh. At that time was Ramses I, a new king over Egypt who did not know Joseph, meaning he knew of Joseph and his history and the great things he did for Egypt, but Joseph was not an Egyptian. So being the Egyptians were angry that the Hebrews were already taking over their land, they were angry enough to decide to take us into captivity because they were upset that we went over and took over the land for all these many years and built all these great monuments and pyramids. And this is from the 2nd book of Moses and Exodus. This gives us a great breakdown of the children of Israel in Egypt and how the Egyptians always hated us.
12 tribes of Israel.
This is the 2nd book of Exodus, 5th verse. It says, and all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls, for Joseph was in Egypt already. And Joseph died, and all his brethren, and all that the generations. And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly, and multiplied and waxed exceedingly mighty. And we were a great, great kingdom over in Egypt. And the land was filled with them. And it says, now there arose a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, the other Egyptians, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply. And it come to pass that when they fallen out of any war, they joined also unto our enemy and fight against us, and so get them out of the land. So he was afraid from all the might and the things that the Israelites had accomplished over in Egypt, that they would overthrow, that they would be even more mighty than the Egyptians themselves. We are not the Hebrews of that time. The Hebrew pharaohs were Israelites. They weren't Egyptians. The Egyptians took over again from Ramses I and took us into captivity. That's when you get the story of Moses much later on. But what happened was, while we were also in that rulership for those many years, we started messing around with witchcraft and doing things against the law of the Lord. So the Lord punished us. That's why he raised Ramses up to put us in captivity for our disobedience.
There's a Hebrew
the mighty
magician,
power we did have all those years that the Lord gave us.
son of Habu, a magician of Uriah's time.
Israelites fighting Israelites over there.
See, we was in the witchcraft also, magician, the magic. So the Lord punished us.
And when you get the
from the Cairo Museum,
the Bible and the 10 Commandments, and the Lord came down, he said, and Moses came down with the law, and he said,